Hi, I am Ash from BM Department AC. Today my topic is a stable multi vibrator. Introduction of a stable multi vibrator. Any stable multi vibrator is a type of electronic circuit that generates a continuous output waveforms without the need of external integrating. It is commonly used in the applications such as timing circuits, pulse generation, and frequency modulation. The circuit consists of two active devices, typically transistors that alternate between on the on-off state, creating a continuous oscillation. Next page. Working principle. The A-stable multi-vibrator operates on the principles of positive feedback. When one transistor is on, it charges the timing capacitor through a resistor, while the other transistor remains off. A capacitor charges the voltage across it, increasing until it reaches the threshold voltage, causing the first transistor to turn off and the second transistor to turn on. Next page. Components of a stable multi-vibrator. The key components of an stable multi-vibrator circuits are two transistors. Resistor, capacitor, and the power supply transistors are typically connected to flip-flop arrangement, with one acting as an emitter follower and the other as a common bias amplifier. The resistors are used to control the charging and discharging of the timing capacitor. Next page. Frequency and duty cycle. The frequency of a stable multivibrator is determined the value of the resistor and capacitor in the circuit. Increasing the resistor or capacitance will result in a low frequency, while decreasing them will increase the frequency. The duty cycle refers to the ratio of the time a circuit spends in the on stage to total time on complete cycle. Next page. Advantages of a stable multivibrator. The A-stable multivibrator is a simple cost-effective implement. It doesn't require external triggering, making itself it can generate a wide range of frequencies and duty cycles, making it versatile for various applications. And next page, applications for stable multivibrator timing circuits. A stable multivibrator are commonly used in the applications that require pricing time, such as clocks, timers, and frequency counters. Pulse generation. They are used to generate pulse of specific duration and frequencies, essentially in the applications like digital communication and data transmission. Frequency modulation. A stable multivibrator are employed in the frequency modulation circuits where the frequency of an input signal is varied, varied based on the output of the circuit. Next page. Oscillation control. The frequency of the stable multivibrator can be adjusted by charging the values of the resistor and capacitors. By selecting appropriate component values, the described frequency and duty cycle can be achieved. The stable of the oscillation can be improved by using high quality components and proper circuit design. Circuit variation. There are various circuits variation of the oscillated multivibrator, such as the transistor based on the triple five time IC based circuit and oscillator amplified based circuit. This variation of different advantages and characteristics allowing for the customization based on the specific requirements. The choice of the circuit variation depends on the factors such as complexity, power requirements, and described functionality. Circuit design considerations. We design a stable multi-vibrator circuit. It is important to consider factors such as power supply, voltage components, and temperature. The choice transistor and their biasing arrangement should be carefully determined to ensure the proper operation. Component values should be selected based on the described frequency and duty cycle, considering the limitations of the value components. Next, summary. A stable multivibrator is a self-regulated electronic circuit that generates a continuous oscillation with external triggering. It contains of two transistor, resistor, capacitor, and a power supply. The circuit can be used in the application including the timer circuit, pulse generation, and frequency modulation. Thank you. Hey, ఎండాలా లీవా? ఎండాలా లీవ్ మీటింగ్? ఏం మీటింగ్ ఫర్ అలా?